Finish what you started. Man, how many times have you heard that suggestion? We've probably been hearing that since we were young, and we heard it from parents, from teachers, from coaches. And what they were suggesting to us through that statement is stick with it. Don't quit. Don't give up on yourself. Push a little bit harder. You can do it. Give yourself some time. Patience pays off. And also, think through your decisions. Because in life, you can't just make a decision, change it, make another decision, change it, especially when it involves other people. There's a cost to that. There's a price that you have to pay for changing decisions and changing what you're doing in life. And also, you can't just reach at every shiny object that comes your way. Life doesn't work that way. And those are all very valuable lessons. And hopefully we learn those lessons. But is that always a suggestion we need to follow? Should we always finish what we started? Well, I would suggest that there are times when that's not the correct path, and that's not the right decision, and there are times when it is smart to not finish what you started. Once we've gotten past the time in our life, the adolescent time, when we are grabbing at all the shiny objects and we want everything in the world, and we're not putting any time and effort into any decision, we're just changing willy-nilly on a whim. Once we've gotten past that time, and now we're making pretty good decisions, we're putting time and effort into the decision, we're doing our due diligence, considering all the facts at the time. Well, now that we've gotten to that point, now how do we go about making a decision to continue or to change direction? Well, the first thing I would suggest we look at is, why did we even make that decision in the first place? Why did we choose it to start with? What were we hoping to get from it? What did we want the results to be? Did we make this choice and start down this pathway expecting that what we would get from this is happiness? And if so, are we happy now? Did we go down this pathway to be safe and secure and reliable? And are we now? Did we go down this pathway thinking it would translate into success and to prosperity? And has it? See, the question is, why did we go down this pathway in the first place? And then when we take a look at our current situation, what does it say? Do we have what we attempted to have? Is it still possible, or is it not possible? Well, let's take the case of, you know what? This is not definitive that I can't get this. Maybe as I look at all the facts, I should give it a second try or a third try. Or maybe I should tweak something and do something a little bit different. So maybe there's value to me finishing what I started. And in those cases, I would suggest that maybe you go ahead and continue and give it another shot. What, however, if our answers to those questions are simply, what I really was wanting out of this decision and this pathway, this strategy, this plan, there's no way I'm going to get it. It ain't happening. And this is not something that's up for discussion. This is not something that I'm questioning. This is definitive. I'm not going to get it. I wanted to be happy and I am miserable. I wanted to be successful and prosperous, and this is not getting me success and prosperity. Well, that's a completely different answer, and it takes us to a very different place. It's the times like that I think we really do need to entertain the idea of not finishing what we started and going in a different direction. Now, obviously, this becomes more difficult when the decision involves other people, and when it involves the fact that we have spent a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money to get as far as we've gotten. Because sometimes we have a tendency to say, Craig, I can't stop now, because look, I will have wasted all this time and energy and money. And let's look at whether we really wasted it or not. If there's a lesson we needed to learn through that event, and the only way we were going to learn it is to invest time and energy and money into it, then if we learn the lesson, that investment has really not been wasted. Because I'm a believer that sometimes we can't see over the mountain. We don't know what's on the other side. We got to climb up the mountain to be able to look on the other side. We've got to invest some time and energy and some money. sometimes to learn the lesson we need to learn. So let's be tough on ourselves. Let's learn the lesson we need to learn, move past it and become a better person, and we have to bite the bullet on the price that we had to pay. What about, however, times when we ought to be a little easy on ourselves? Because when we look at the decision that we made to start with, realistically, there was no way possible we could have envisioned this situation that we find ourselves in now. It wasn't happening. We did our due diligence. We looked at all the information. We made the best decision we could with the information that we had, and we had a lot of it. And then life happened, where something happened that we couldn't have foreseen. Somebody changed, we changed, and all of a sudden, where we are, we don't even want what we originally wanted anymore. Sometimes we got to be a little bit easier on ourselves and chalk up some of those experiences just to life changed in some way, and now I've got to change direction. If I continue and go down this same pathway, I'm just kind of beating a dead horse and continuing in my life things that I know are not going to work out. And it's those situations that I suggest might be a wise decision to at least think about, should I not finish what I started, but move in a different direction, a direction that I know has got a better chance of getting me what I was originally looking for. Folks, that's my perspective. What's yours? Swing by our website, leave us a comment or a question. Check out other videos like this one. And if you like this one, please pass it on. It's been a pleasure being with you. Till next time, see ya.